It would
I
have
need a
taken 2 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, it wasn't going to take that 2 minutes, but especially after what I said last week, it did the same thing. Um, if you go back and watch the replay from last week, it cuts off a little bit at the beginning, and we are live.
And
So,
away we go.
yeah,
Yes,
good
away we
evening,
go.
everybody. We're happy to see it's a real busy day today. Everybody like literally just got here, so hope everyone's doing good. Let's get the show started.
Yeah. Yeah.
Evening, United States Drone Society. How's everybody doing tonight? Hey, Chris. Hey, Dominic. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're all right.
Yeah,
All right.
man, it's been a busy week this week. I'm so glad that we're here at the show. Yeah, Chris, how you doing, brother?
Yeah.
I'm great now that my webcam's working.
Yeah, I had the webcam. So literally right before I click go live, Chris and Dominic weren't here. They were both joining in, and we were like, okay, well, I'm going to go live by myself, and
Mm.
we'll wait for them to show up. It worked out good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does that every week now, but this week it was a little
Mm.
finicky, and I had to unplug it and plug it in a different slot, and you know
yeah.
how that goes. So
Yeah, I changed up my studio this week, so I have more room in here, and it's so I had to make sure all my equipment was working. I didn't get it finished until last night, and I wasn't able to test my lighting and my green screen till I got home today. So it's been busy,
Hmm.
but yeah. So let's get in and say hi to everybody. I know Bud was first. Hey, Bud, how you doing?
hey,
He'll be
bud,
joining us for open chat, and Warren's
Yep.
in the house. How you doing, Warren? Glad to have you.
rigged.
All right.
My wife, my number one
Great.
supporter.
Ashley.
She's been a great help. We had to go through and just set everything up. She was such a great help. I appreciate her a lot. And TJ's in the house. TJ, how you doing, brother?
Hey.
Hey, TJ,
TJ.
Yeah.
down in Florida.
Yeah. Bill Walton, how you doing, Bill? Glad to have you. Yeah. Oh, and I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Brandon. Brandon, I hope you're doing well, brother. Hope he's watching. And Christian's in the house. How you doing, Christian? Glad to have you here.
Hey, Chris. You're back.
Hey, Christian.
Yeah. And Mickey, the View Moo. How you doing, Mickey Moo? Glad to have you
Hey,
here.
Mickey.
I like how that rolls off the tongue, Mickey Moo.
Yeah.
Mickey Moo. Yeah.
Jody, how you
Perfectly.
doing, Jody? Glad to have you here.
Hey,
And John Olson's in the house. How you doing, John? Glad to have you here.
hey, John.
And our featured guest of the evening, Jeff Norman. How you doing, Jeff? Glad to have you here. And Dawn's in the house. How you doing, Dawn? You know, Dawn, I actually got a
Donald.
couple of YouTube notifications of videos that you released. I haven't been able
Oh,
to check
they
them
are.
out. I've been so busy, but I got to check it
Check
out.
it out.
Yeah, so go check
Yeah.
out Dawn's channel. I know of two that I
Fantastic.
haven't seen. Brian, Waypoint New England. How you doing, Brian? Glad to have you here.
Brian.
Hey, Brian.
And Daryl's in the house. How you doing, Daryl?
W.
Daryl.
Jones.
Have you here?
Daryl. Daryl and Daryl.
And Jerry Franks is in the house. How you doing, Jerry? Glad to see you.
Hey, Jerry.
And Ron Johnson. How you doing, Ron? Glad to have you here.
Ron Johnson.
We got MB Drones in the house. And Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot. Let me see.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. Maybe we got everybody. Oh,
No.
Captain Ray Kelly's in the house. How you
Kelly.
doing, Captain Ray? And Drone LM. How you doing? Glad to have you here. By the way, if you're watching on Facebook, if you chat in there, we won't see it. So if you want us to see a chat, you got to come over to the YouTube channel to check out the video. You can chat with us here.
I see Lawrence.
Oh, Ray's joined us. Ray's in the house. How you doing, Ray? Glad to have you here.
Right, yep.
And you said who was here?
Isn't Lawrence here?
Oh, here he is. Yeah, Lawrence. How you doing, Lawrence?
Yeah,
Glad
yeah.
to have you here. Yeah, you got further down than I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my eye on it as well.
I just trying to make sure. Oh, Cool Cat's in the house. How you doing, Michael?
I think we've got everybody.
That
Looks like we
about
got
right.
everybody. All right,
Yeah.
so our featured guest tonight, Jeff Norman. Me and him teamed up a few months ago. I don't know if anybody remembers when they had that Mavic 3 Pro on a really good sale on Amazon. A lot of
Yep.
people ordered it, hoping to get it. Well, me and Jeff kind of teamed up and made a little project, so we're gonna play that today before we bring him on.
It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air. Oh, no sense staying inside. If the weather's fine and you got some time, it's your chance to wake up. Trap, money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. Look, the new me is really still the real me. I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me.
48 hours later.
I really got to give Jeff credit for that dance.
We saw that a few months ago. Actually, I remember seeing it.
Yep. Wow, this is weird. I don't see anything on my pin. That's why.
I
So,
noticed at the beginning of the video, the guy that got up. I'm like, that's not Jeff. That's not
yeah, that's not
Paul.
Jeff. Yeah, I actually I seen the dance video before, but it was like he had sent it to me right before the whole Mavic 3 Pro thing happened,
Mhm.
and just I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, man, how many people are really happy, and then they're going to be disappointed. And then I said, oh, I thought of his video, and I said, Jeff, let's team up and make this happen, and he did. So with that, let's bring our featured guest on right now, Jeff.
Hello there.
How you doing, brother?
Yes.
Good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. So, yeah, I'm sure everybody here knows you. You're here every week almost and all that. So,
There's one thing that people don't know.
Yeah.
You and I both shoot with AEB
ah,
because I shoot automatic exposure bracketing and you shoot with Ashley Elizabeth Brown.
yep. And I do double AEB. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Jerry. That dancing was the best. So actually, I've never actually asked you about the dancing video. So why don't you tell us what that was about? What was going on there?
There was a very popular meme, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago with what was called the Shiggy dance. That was not AI, that was really me. And this dude who I don't remember how he's famous, but he's somewhat famous. He was walking next to a car. They opened the car door, and he's dancing as he's walking next to the car. And people did so many of these things with the same song. It was this Kiki, Do You Love Me song. And but when people were doing this, some of them walked into cars, some of them tripped, sometimes the car went out of control, so it was hysterical. But I decided to do that, and that was actually filmed with like 3 cameras, not a drone, on a rooftop in Manhattan. It was a trip I took in with some friends into Manhattan a few years ago, and that was filmed there. And I had one person move with the camera, another one just stay there, and it worked out okay.
Well, it's interesting you told us where that was, because I was going to save it. Bud was going to ask you a question where that was. He wasn't sure if that was your home or not over there, and I said I wasn't sure, so it was good. Now you said it was a restaurant or something over there.
It was a roof. It was a rooftop of a hotel, like one of the low rooftops where they had a restaurant and some other things at that rooftop. So
Yeah, the funny part about it is in the background there's a building that comes right to the point right behind you, and it almost looks like the building in Providence that I shot that property at. It looked a lot like that, so I thought that was interesting. Yeah. So,
it is New
what have you
York.
been up to since you last on the show? What's going on in the world of Jeff Norman and Norman Media?
Norman Media is getting bigger. Just shot some video and ground shots for a local carnival. And besides for them, I'm going to be going to some other local carnivals and saying, this is how you cover a carnival. And they'll use it on their websites and in advertising and social media. So that's a fun thing I'm doing. My IT business is doing well. My photos and videos are doing well. I just got another drone because I wanted something to fit in a bracket for mine. It doesn't really matter what equipment you use, but you just got to have something that accomplishes what you need. So
Yeah, and that's good too that you mentioned the the computer tech position there that you do there. When you have drone services, also, do you ever find connections in that community? Can you turn those jobs into drone jobs? Like, are there?
everyone knows that it's a passion of mine. So, people know the things that I do. I'm friendly with everyone in every aspect of my life. For 14 years, I think you guys know I've run the Long Island ice cream tours, which is sort of like a bar crawl, except you go to only family owned ice cream places that make good ice cream on Long Island. And I
Alcoholic ice
decided,
cream?
excuse me?
Alcoholic ice cream?
There are a couple of places that have boozy ice cream. That's true, but it's called the Long Island Ice Cream Tours. It spells out licked. If you look at it online, make sure to spell it that way. If you spell it the regular way, you're going to get an entirely different website. but people from Lick see me shoot my drone with my drone. Um, People that see me do drone jobs know I do IT work, and yeah, I'm not. There's nothing to hide. There's it's good information, and yes, it's a natural, especially between the IT and the websites and the photos and the videos. It's a natural connection.
Yeah. Now, you obviously probably get more of the IT work than you do the drone work, right?
Correct.
Yeah. But with the IT job, it allows you to travel, I'm sure, right?
Sure. And
Yeah.
also, it allows me to not travel because you can do a lot of things remotely if you know what you're doing and your clients trust you and you're intimately aware of what their networks are like. So you can do it either way.
Yeah, and it's better too if you're close because when you're in IT, they need reliability. I can only imagine the disaster. Did that shutdown. I forget what it was called now, but that shutdown that happened recently. How many of your clients were affected by that?
Zero, because although I know there are some advantages to that type of security, um, there's a huge disadvantage such as this. If they mess up, they mess up at the lowest possible level of your computer, and it's a big pain in the neck to get out of it. So, whenever I work on someone's machine, I do have a fallback position. I have a parachute because that's their living, and you want to respect that. So, the advantage becomes a huge disadvantage when it blows up like it did.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I want to remind everybody in the chat. I hope you're all subscribed to Jeff Norman already. But if you're not, you can check out his channel. I have Nightbot sharing a link to his channel. You could also scan the QR code here, and that'll take you to his YouTube channel. Jeff has shared some videos with us tonight. He wanted them played in a specific order because he had something he wanted to tell us about each video. So we'll go over to the theater now, and we will get ready to do that. Um, the first video you wanted us to share was in Atlanta, so I'm going to play that now, and you can let us know what you wanted to let us know about the video, either
Okay.
during or after.
In
Now, what
some
drone
ways,
were you?
it's a typical
What,
drone video, but the thing to know is sunrise and sunset. 99% of everything you shoot will look better in sunrise and sunset.
yeah. What drone did you use here?
Um, we'll talk about that later. This was my Hotel Light Plus. When you select the music, you hear how the piano started playing as the lights were doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's something known as phrasing, where as you change the scene of the video, it's where the music naturally breaks. And I just want to show you. This just happened to be. You can cut this now. That just happened to be some random dude flying by. Must have been an FPV drone at that angle. You never know what you're going to come into. That was the Bank of America building in Atlanta, and someone just randomly flew. I was with someone. I said, "Was that you?" He goes, "Nope."
Yeah. Now, Dominic, are you in a restaurant or a diner of some sort?
Yeah.
Is it possible just to mute your mic for a minute, just because we're picking up the? Yeah, thank you. Sweet, thank you. Sorry about that, Jeff. Yeah, that was cool. I saw that right at the last minute. There was the drone,
I think
and
it's flying.
yeah. So the second video that you wanted us to show was Alien Green
Yes.
NYS New York. What does NYS stand for? Pavilion.
New York State Pavilion in
Okay.
the 1964-65 World's Fair, which was held on the property of Flushing Meadow Park in New York City Park. They built this pavilion, and it was actually huge fiberglass panels up there.
Yeah.
But last year they decided to light it, and I said it looked like very alienish. So if you listen to the background sound effects,
Yeah, some of them sounded like they were from movies, and some of them almost that one that just happened sounded like a clicker in The Last of Us.
How do you know what they sound like?
I've had some fun playing games. Okay, it's not always been drones.
so
Yeah.
it just looked like alien. Everything about it was alien, and then I tried to get all sorts of different sound effects, and a good hyperlapse is always a good thing too.
Yeah,
And so another thing, use sound effects. Don't just use music. And although the first song is a regular. Okay, listen, say goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one was just music, and I don't mind. I'm not trying to monetize everything. And most songs, you don't get a copyright strike. You just say, okay, they're allowing to use this. You're just not going to be able to monetize this. The artist will, and that's fine. I want the right song for the video, and if
Yeah, I
it's
tend
something
to.
I purchase from a company like Audio or one of those, and that's fine. And if it's not, then I'm still going to use the right song whenever possible. But
Yeah, just
those are
be
both.
careful.
Go
Be
ahead.
careful with audio. I actually, you know, privacy.com. You get the
Sure.
virtual card you can use. So when I do online purchases, I use privacy.com and I do it through my PayPal. So that way I can set the only amount they're allowed to take out of it and the frequency.
Right.
Well, audio I bought for a year. Well, they tried to process an auto payment. They have no way to disable the auto payment. And I contacted them in support and emailed 3 times and told them I'm not authorizing you to try to take a payment, and they tried 2 other times to take a payment after I told them not to.
It's probably one of those things that it's self renewing, and you have to specifically tell them.
And I
I
did.
bought the annual plan. I bought it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I bought the perpetual plan, so I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, no, I bought it for a year, and I'm not going to keep it anymore. I have other music services, and I
Sure.
told them not to bill it again, but they were trying, but they're not going to be able to. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. All right. So the next video that you wanted to show us was Fire Island.
Right.
So let's play
These
this.
are all videos. What I've done is this is all drone video. It's just pretty and it matches the music. And what I start to do is tell more about what I'm shooting. You've always heard the expression, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it is sometimes, but you need to tell a story both through your video and through words on what you're seeing. Why is this important? Why am I shooting this? Why do I want to take this moment of your life to show this to you? Just because it's pretty, lots of things are pretty. Tell me why this is important. Sure, it's pretty. Most of us shoot pretty things, but tell me about it. Thank you, Ashley. Tell me about why. You'll get experience in moving around, and also this isn't even that close. One of the things I tell people is get close. A roller coaster going 3 miles per hour is not exciting, and a drone picture from 200 feet above the object is just not as exciting as one where you're going right near it. And keep the horizon like I tried to do with the lighthouse. Make something interesting about it.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Angel, how you doing? By the way, Angel's in the chat. Glad to have you. Yeah, I like to have something to focus on in my video. I like them to tell a story of some sort.
right.
I
And my friend Ted Nemeth, who hopefully is watching, he's really good at teaching people how to tell stories with his online channel. So that I'm going to give him a plug. He's a friend of mine, and he has a great teaching personality. He's a great dude. So I would
Yeah, he
say,
is, absolutely.
besides me, subscribe to Ted too. Thank you,
Yep,
Mickey.
absolutely. Right.
I'll second that one, Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah. And this one is Hotel 2. I don't know why it's this small. For some reason,
Interesting. If you use song by a group that Don Henley and Glenn Fry was in, I don't even want to say it. Sometimes you
I
will
could
get
tell,
knocked for it.
I could tell right away it was Hotel California.
Yes. And this was the hotel in Hollywood, Florida, that's shaped like a guitar. It's actually in Hollywood. And I wanted to play with the sound of the guitar and the guitar music. So I tried to use the original song and it was taken right down. So if any of you think you'll ever use a song by that group, don't do it. You'll get big strikes against you and they'll take you down right away, both on Facebook and YouTube. That's why I use this version.
yeah, I'm sorry.
And again, I tried
to,
to phrase it just like, yeah, you're repeating it, Paul. You can.
yeah, I know. That for some reason that video was glitched out. I couldn't change the audio for it, and I was trying. It wouldn't let me do anything with it. I don't know what was up with that. That was strange.
Right. Well, I posted it just as a test, knowing what would happen with the original song, and then I would switch to this one. which was the Gypsy Kings, and they had apparently both platforms have no problem with the Gypsy Kings version, just the original group's version. And I've been told even if you say their name, which is why I'm not saying it, it could hurt your channel, so I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
Jeff, you use Filmora, right?
I use Filmora, I use DaVinci, I use uh, Movavi. Those are my three most popular that I use. Oh, and sorry, Final Cut Pro. Depends
Yeah,
on the job.
because there was just an update released on Filmora. Now they have AI music generator, so you could put in your theme and you could put in the duration, and it'll make music,
Yes,
non-royalty music
except
for you.
remember, everything AI is going to be monetized on a per use basis. That's how they're doing it. That's why the reason for doing it, adding these AI features, because it's like, oh, you want to have songs, you can have 100 songs a month. You got to pay us $5.99 a month on a subscription.
yeah. Well, we have two more video clips to show. You have Jones Beach Moonrise, so we'll play that.
Yep. Yes, Warren, you're right.
I like the music here. This is good. I got that vibe.
So,
So
Have a sip of your coffee.
yeah,
copyright claim,
this is okay. Remember, I'm not monetizing this.
right?
And here
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to show you. Obviously, this was shot with a tripod on the ground, and don't think that the only tool you should use is a drone, because there are things that are just not done well with the drone. There are things that are better, like look how small the moon is. As much as it's a big moon, it's a small moon in the background. But with a telephoto lens, it compresses it and brings the things in the background closer. So try to mix your media. You'll make better. Don't think, it's the old expression. If you're a hammer, you think everything is a nail. And although you may be able to hammer certain things, it's much better, to use the appropriate tool. That was the point of that. Is I've done more of that. And the last one you're going to show is the Kansas City one, where I have
Kansas City.
much more of other things. If you see the whole video, you're only going to see the end part that's all drone.
Yeah, it was. Lawrence asked if that was Jones Beach Spire.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And,
We had one of those super moons 2 nights ago, and as a matter of fact, the next 4 moons will be so low in the sky, they'll be much bigger looking when they first come up than usual. And those are great times to shoot, no matter what you're shooting with, whether a bridge camera or a DSLR or mirror camera or a drone.
They're always in the fall too. You ever notice that?
Yes.
The moons are so big,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I'm looking forward to October's.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I want to go get the foliage, but we'll get into that during the open chat. I'm gonna play this last clip, the Kansas City clip.
Right.
We'll play that now.
Perfect. Perfect cut, Paul.
That's exactly where you wanted it, right? It's a little off. You can see the intermission video background.
Eh.
I fixed it now.
Now listen now.
That's a good shot right there, by the way.
If you heard that, there's a sound effect I put in there where as I whoosh by it, there's a whoosh sound effect. So,
Yeah.
That's a nice shot, man.
Thank you. You get up really early and you can get good shots.
Yeah, too bad we couldn't get Gillette that day. You called me up.
I'll be back.
Yeah, they had that soccer game going on.
Yep.
Yeah. That was Father's Day. I was looking forward to going up there, and the entire house was sick. On Father's
Yeah, it
Day.
was
So
the day.
whenever you shoot something, obviously shoot it from different angles. If you look behind you, go backwards and see things revealed. This was actually shot between the week of the conference championships and the Super Bowl. So the whole video, which is on my channel of Kansas City, you'll see so much about the town. They were just great fans, great place to be.
Yeah. So I appreciate you sharing your videos with us. I really do, and we got to hear the story behind it. I'm just going to make sure we add everybody to the scene before we bring in the open chat. But it's I click on people here to bring them in, and when I do that, it won't put them in the stream. It'll put them somewhere here. Let me go right there. Here we go.
Oh, there we are.
Ah, look at that.
That's above me. That's how I feel when I'm with these chats. I feel like I'm one member of the Brady
Dun, dun, dun. Alice.
Paul Lynn, you're not.
Bunch. I'm in the center. No,
Yeah.
I'm the center now.
Now that's better. We got Bud in the center.
Now
right.
Bud is Alice.
Okay, while I'm in the center, I have a question for Jeff.
Yes, sir.
You're an IT guy,
Yes, sir.
and you said you bought your first drone in. No, I'm not center anymore. What the hell? Anyway, you said you bought your first drone in 2015.
Correct.
How did you get to be such a good cinematographer?
Because I started shooting pictures when I was 17. I started shooting pictures when I was about 7. And I sold my first picture, which happened to be a book cover when I was 17 years old. And then
Wow.
I started a video business in the year 2000. So it's just making a lot of mistakes and figuring out they are and having your clients tell you that's garbage, do it this way. And then you realize, oh, it really is better to do it this way. And going through so many different iterations, and you grow yourself as an artist. Every artist that does anything, whether it's music or photography or painting
Right.
or sculpture, you go through stages and you get better, you develop your own taste. And that's one of the things I wanted to say today. I challenge everyone. Pictures are nice. Almost no one shoots a really bad, but try
And
to
I
get-
wanted to. Lawrence said this: by law, you can fly a stadium during off season
Right.
and 5 hours before a game and after. And Nathan, hey Nathan, glad to have you here. By the way, Nathan Schrock said that as long as there isn't a TFR, obviously would probably be the thing. But so during the off season, you're allowed to fly at a stadium.
Sure. I mean,
Depends, Paul.
you will
You're
always
talking to
hear.
a guy that got tossed from Gillette Stadium for flying off season.
Wait,
Well, that's
I think that's different because I think they.
if you took off from their property, just like if you come to
Yes.
my house. and
I
take
didn't
off-
know that the town of Foxborough. Well, their property number one, they don't allow to fly into over there, and for town ordinance in Foxborough, you have to be your origin point has to be 1 mile from the stadium.
I don't know how they can enforce air rules because the FAA, by congressional act, is the only legislator of the entire national airspace. But if you take off from their property, I've known several people that had to sign
yeah.
these letters saying, "I will never come back here again."
Oh yeah, same thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I especially if you're on private property, if you're on town property, again, that's theirs, and they can tell
Well,
you.
they can enforce it. Its enforceability is going to be limited to, are you flying near a cop or something like that, and they're going to
Right,
enforce
yeah.
it.
Right.
Well,
I don't know.
And how close is their public access area that you can film the stadium at? And then you're going to deal with the same thing I dealt with. You're going to have the police are going to approach you and tell you can't be there.
Yeah.
And, what are you going to do? You're going to end up, they're not going to give you.
You got to get lucky, basically. I've done Fenway Park just like you, Jeff, and I think we both got some really great shots of Fenway.
Absolutely, you did great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ross,
and,
how you doing? Ross in the house.
But I'll tell you, it's just I've done Gillette a couple of times, and 2 times from the property. The second time I got caught, thrown out, given a piece of paper, blah blah blah.
And you signed it?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they
I
can't
wanted to-
force you to do anything.
I found a place. No, Jeff, remember?
Don't say it publicly. We will meet there.
I'm not going to. That was like a little secret place we can go from.
Yeah.
Hi, Angie. How you doing? Yeah. Don't be giving out secret locations. Come on.
That's right. Even
Give 'em
though
out
Ray
here,
calls
give them
me-
out privately, Chris. I'll go fly it.
First of
I'll
all,
go fly with you.
Ray says secret spot, and then he tells you where it is.
Yeah.
But we can't use that phrase because he has it trademarked. Just remember that.
Oh, he
Every
does?
time we say
That's
the
Ray
word
Kelly.
secret spot, we have to
He
pay
gave-
Ray Kelly $5.
And
gave
what
me
kind of penalty
coordinates
am I
for
going to
those
get if I
places.
violate it?
Ray gave me some coordinates for his secret spots while I was in Florida.
Yeah.
If I can go fly them, and I went to a few of them. And matter of fact, one of them was to go see Jupiter Lighthouse,
Right.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Jupiter Inlet Lighthouse, and
Gorgeous spot. Yes, Ray.
We'll be seeing that tonight too.
Yeah.
That's where
Excellent.
Tiger Woods' mansion is.
Yeah.
I
So
yeah. You may
tonight
have-
I wanted to discuss. There was a one thing I wanted to bring up, and actually it was something David showed me before the stream. I haven't even heard of this. I did see something similar to it, but we'll discuss it after. But I think right now we should show Community Corner. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Bring it.
That's
Why
good.
not? Very nice.
Great job, Chris.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Very
Chris,
nice,
here,
Chris.
Chris. Thank you so much, and I'm honored. Hey, OG, how you doing?
NV
No, all
Drone
those-
Productions comes through. I love it.
Yeah.
All those silos in that one, huh?
I know.
Hey, just be
Bud felt right
quiet.
at home.
Gonna have lighthouses next week.
Well, that's
Bud-
why I put Bud Silo Beaver
Oh yeah.
this
I was
week.
almost
Alright.
I was almost
Wait,
expecting Bud's camera to go blank for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Screw you guys. I'm going to fly over or drive over to Michigan because they have lighthouses and I'm going to freak you out.
Uh-huh. By the way, that lighthouse that I shot was Jupiter, the town, not the planet.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's
We
confusing.
Yeah,
we
that's
got
why I
Jeff,
mentioned
you
it.
got to go over Tiger
And-
Woods' place next time you're in Jupiter.
Yeah, our friend Ollie Grayson's in the house, OG, and I know he's in Hawaii, and there's some really bad weather over that way, so I hope you're doing all right, Ollie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just know you're
I'll
doing
expect a direct message from me. I got to ask you a couple questions,
good. Yeah.
my friend.
So, Paul, you like lighthouses, I see.
Yeah, thank you so much. I just, that's another thing. It's been such a busy week. I saw that video like an hour and a half before the show started. So I wasn't expecting that, and I was actually touched. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. I mean, it's coming up. The 2-year stream.
Yeah, September 11th will make a 2-year anniversary of our
Years?
show. I know
No
it's a perfect
way.
date to have the anniversary
Yeah, I
of
know.
our show, but
Holy mackerel.
it also, I think, kind of makes sense too because United States Drone Society, we're representing United States, even though we're united across the world with people from other countries. Pay homage to our country, and September 11th is a good day to pay homage to your people.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
But it
gonna be
wasn't planned that way. It just turned out we had planned the show for a Sunday, and it just happened to be on, September 11th. But
9/11, yeah.
I couldn't
It's
believe
gonna
it that
be
it's been
2
2
years.
years. Yeah, 2 years, bud.
2 years, man. Got anything planned?
I'd like to. I really would. I'd like to have more time, and I think we should. I was thinking about trying to go back and get some funny clips throughout the series, but it would just be Bud falling over. And,
Oh, sort
You
of
want
like
me
a
to do it
best
again?
of,
no, don't do it again, Bud, please.
like a
No,
best of.
here. Wait. September 11th. Let's have some patriotic, 15, 10-second clips of American flags flying somewhere.
All right, so how about this? We'll do a USA themed video for the show that's around September 11th. It won't be if it's not September 11th, but the anniversary show. We're
Yeah.
gonna do. How about this? We'll do a contest. We'll do a September 11th or a USA themed video. We'll encourage people to pay homage to vets or people who fought in the military,
Bingo.
and we'll make it a theme for the video. And we'll do a
Bingo.
contest. So we'll get together and do that. I
Sweet.
like that idea.
I love it. Yes.
Scored, Bud. You scored.
Yep, I like it.
I'm
Hey,
still
that's a
waiting
good
for my prize for my second place photo
Yeah.
there, Paul.
one.
Yeah, I told you I forgot to send it out with the other stuff. I had 3 items I forgot to send out. So
Yeah,
I'm
that was
gonna,
2 weeks ago.
yeah.
But you do remember snail mail, right?
Yes.
Bud, you know
No,
what second place is, Bud.
no, Ray, if I
Yeah.
sent it already, it would have got there. It'd have been faster. I'm the snail mail here. I know I forgot it.
I'm
This
kidding.
is the whole
I'm
reason why I needed
kidding.
to reset up my studio because I was too crowded. I didn't have enough space
Hey,
for
Artie.
everything.
No,
So I got the
no.
new studio set up. But yeah.
Don't worry, Bud's got plenty of grass to watch grow.
No, I mow that grass.
Yeah. It's gonna start dying soon. Speaking of, who's gonna capture the foliage this year?
Paul,
always
you missed
we
out
always
like
have
2
a
years in a
foliage.
row.
To New Hampshire, Vermont. I'm not sure where we're going to go this year, but we're going one of those places.
I am waiting. I'm gonna call people there and say, "Hey, what's your leaves look like?" I'm not going and missing the foliage this year.
I know people who live
Oh, Paul,
right
you can't do
on
that.
the
I
lake.
took some phenomenal photos last year.
So, Chris, you'll tell me when it's good to go.
Yeah, because last time you didn't listen to me.
Well,
I may
no, I
have
was
to call him
listening.
when I'm on my trip, Chris.
Yeah.
The- the-
My
I
timber,
may have
my
to call him when
timber
I'm on
will
my
kick
trip so
all
you can get
your
up here.
asses.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
have,
was,
I have
I was,
secret
I was
spots
lucky.
here. I'm not going to go to New Hampshire. You guys can waste your gas.
Hey,
I was
Steve, who are you
lucky. We
calling a
went up
hoe?
there early. We went up there kind of early on the lake, and it was still green. And Paul went one way, I went the other, and I got lucky. I went to Castle in the Clouds in the Osage Mountains, and we had the foliage up there, so it was really nice.
Oh, I
Thinking
remember
about
that.
going back
Steve.
there again.
Steve
I know
Jeanette says he's in the
you're wearing a
foliage belt.
Speedo.
Yeah. Steve Jeanette says he's in the foliage belt for the state. So, and I know he posts foliage photos, so maybe we could reach out to him too. And TJ, if you take the picture with your drone, absolutely, brother.
Yeah, this year too, we'll have like a community corner with all foliage.
Yeah.
You know, we'll
Mhm.
set
Oh,
that
hey,
up
Ross.
around November or something. You know, around
Yeah.
November, December.
Hey,
Just
Ross,
so
how you
everybody
doing,
can
brother?
get it. You know, because
Hey, guys.
I think
Hey,
the
Ross.
foliage kind of ends halfway down the country around November. I think the end of November.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Skylar-
we're more end of
Skylar
October here.
Dickerson, him and what is it, Tyler?
Simon, was it Tyler or was it Simon? It was Tyler.
Sketch.
With Tyler.
Tyler, yep.
Yeah, I guess they're going to be doing some. Because we talked about it last week, I think, about doing some foliage, and they wanted to come up here, but they
That's
wasn't.
Yeah, and I
great
wanted to. I forgot to share this, but Art had sent me a photo. He got his mug. He wanted me to send him. I asked him to send me a
There he
picture. I
is.
forgot to show it last week. Thank you for sending me the photo, Art.
Mm-hmm.
I actually hand washed my coffee cup today because it was pretty bad.
Did you have to
Hey,
use
Ross.
Brillo on it?
No, well, close.
So I have a question regarding music tracks. Um, Jeff, you used a cover of that guitar song.
Correct.
We'll put it that way. I also used the cover of one of that particular band's songs in one of my videos recently as well. And according to YouTube, they allow it to be used on YouTube.
Correct.
Um, has anybody found that cover songs are okay, but um, original artist songs are not?
If
Is there a difference? Do you still
if
need to
no,
purchase the cover?
you okay. Where you
Yeah,
get the song is where you get the song. It doesn't
right.
matter if you purchased it or you borrowed your next door neighbor's CD. Wherever you get the song, it doesn't matter. They have obviously something that analyzes every song that goes up there, and if it's more than about 5 seconds,
Yeah.
it will identify you've used a significant portion of that song. Some bands say, just drop that video right now. We're going to sue you, Facebook. We're going to sue, everyone, and that's what they do. And one of those is the band that someone's called the Turkeys or some other kind of bird.
Hmm.
But there are several bands like that. However, you heard a lot of songs that I had in those short pieces of the videos, and a lot of those were, in fact, probably almost all of them were copyrighted, but the artist allows it. Just like when you go to concerts, you couldn't bring your camera, and then you could bring your camera because they realize it helps them
Hmm.
into a revenue stream. If you like them, you'll go to a show, and that's where they make money nowadays. It used to be the
Yeah.
bands would tour to promote the album, and they make all the money from the album. Now the
Right.
bands
Not
go on
anymore.
tour because they make their money by touring.
Right.
But most bands want that. There are a few that basically say you can't use anything of ours, and they'll knock you down. But
Yep.
most of them will say, yes, this is copyrighted. We know it's copyrighted. You can't monetize this video, but it's not a strike against you. Whereas if you get 3 strikes, you are out. That channel gets shut down for good.
Hmm.
Wonder about the Dead, because the
Hey,
Dead let
Margie, how you doing?
everybody, Grateful Dead let everybody record you know, their concerts back in the day, and
Well,
so
there's an interesting story behind that because
hmm
the Grateful Dead actually set up pits where people could plug their
hmm
recorders right into the right
sounds.
into the
Right
soundboard.
into the mixer.
They could plug right into the mixer, right into the
No kidding.
soundboard.
Wow.
And
A heck of a time.
they had fans that actually followed the band around everywhere, and literally that's all they did was record bootlegs.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
because they got the best weed also by following them.
I'm sure. Absolutely.
No.
All right, so we got to move on to the next segment of the show for a moment here. We're gonna give away a coffee mug, but I did want to bring something up for us to discuss during the show, and I've pinned a link in the comments, and it was this is what David had showed me before the show started. This
Hmm.
Indigo
It's been there for a while.
Indiegogo.
Hmm.
So it's this camera that's coming out that has the ability to shoot in 8K at 30 frames a second. I don't know. I'm curious what people think of that. So if you want to
Yeah, I'd
learn
love
more
to hear
about it, I
feedback
pinned
on it.
It's
yeah,
been
I pinned the
around
link
for a
there.
while.
Yep. And we'll discuss that more after we give away a mug. So let's go and give away a mug now. If I can find my scene. There it is.
Oh,
Rigged.
Rigged.
You
All
know
right,
about 8K. I mean, that's not going to be like standard for years. I mean, it's like, to me, it seems overkill. It's just there's really not anything out. I mean, you could buy an 8K TV if you got like, I don't know what.
Maybe everyone here is already has one. I don't see anyone entering.
Yeah, Warren
there's
Warren
one.
says that
There's
his eyes are still 720.
Northside
so-
Hawk. You just want to get a $10 Amazon card.
I got my entry in the other week. Still got to get my.
Ashley's saying, have more space in my house. I want these mugs out of here.
No, she wants Bud's wife to get one, so she's entering for Bud's wife.
Got to get an extra large mug one of these days.
Yep. So hashtag USDS in the chat for your chance to win the United States Drone Society coffee mug.
Ashley Brown,
USA
like she's
only
got to
shipping.
win. She can't just
It'll
say,
be
honey,
rigged.
give me the coffee cup.
It'll be rigged. That's
I
all.
want to get a nice blue coffee mug that says NB Drones on
That'd be good. That'd be good. All right, I'm going to let this run for about 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to roll it. Good luck, everybody. We have 12 entries right now. We got 23 people watching. I know Don's all set. If he's still watching, he's like, I got enough of them. Oh, it looks like we lost somebody. Who did we lose? Ross. I think we lost Ross and one other person. Didn't we?
it.
David. Yep, we lost Ross and David.
2 Rosses.
Yeah, that's interesting. That could be a conspiracy.
I'm thinking so.
He's gonna win.
I'm gonna have to leave right at 9 tonight. So if he goes over, I won't be able to stay on too long. So
Sounds good. Bye, Oz. Oz says he's
I want to thank everybody for putting in their picks this week. And, hopefully we can get some more people. It was a real short list this week. So yeah, when we have the community corner post go up on Monday, just throw your best picks up in there, and we'll get that on to the video on next week.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna roll this now, everybody. Good luck. Let's see who wins. Who's gonna win?
Thank you, Nightbot.
Who is it?
David Ross.
Rigged.
David
Rigged.
Ross, and we lost him though. He disappeared.
Well,
Yeah.
then he didn't win.
He's probably got 3 of those.
He
Yeah.
didn't win.
So, well, he'll probably be back. We'll see. So about this, I wanted Tim to tell us what he knew about this drone because he mentioned it. I haven't heard anything about this. Has anyone else heard about it?
Yeah,
that
one of my friends, Xavier, who has a YouTube channel, he reviews tech. He went to an event in New York City, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and he said he really did like it a lot. The 8K version.
Yeah, and if you go to that link that I sent in the chat, you can they have a download. You can download an ultra quality from. It's an 8K original 8K video shot on the X1 Pro Max. So they have a video sample that you can download and check out. So apparently they have some sort of sale on it here. If you order it within the first 48 hours, you get 40% off. I don't know. I'm skeptical of it because of the way it's got these cages on the props, which is nice because it might mean flight over people for some. But I just don't know. I'd like to see what it's capable of.
Those cage drones like that, usually those ones where you can like voice activate it,
Yeah.
or just like hover, like the one called Hover or something.
That's it.
No,
Yeah.
that drone has been out for about 3 years. Just go into YouTube and look it up. All they've done is upgrade the camera to
From
8K.
4K to 8K.
Well, and it's saying I read further on, and it said that the drone can do 26 miles an hour, which
Well,
I'm going to
yeah,
guess.
it's a follow me drone. That's all it is.
Yeah. But they also said that it has a level 5 wind resistance. I don't really know what they mean by that, but I would think that, and I've had a little drone like that with the cage around the props, and wind really makes a difference when the cage is that. Yeah, so I'm
It's
curious.
about 25 miles per hour. But remember, everything depends on the weight, how much the cage actually takes up and stops the wind, and the strength of the motors with the props. So it's possible it could be level 5.
Yeah.
Possible.
Well, the beauty of it is you can fly it into somebody and it won't hurt them.
Right.
Right.
Unless you go really
A
fast.
warning shot over the bow, but for your Mavic 3.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, we talked about that. Depending on the weight of it, it could potentially be a drone for flight over people. And to have it did 8K at 30, it had 4K at 60, and it did 120 frame a second 4K slow mo. So
The The numbers are
Yeah, it's
there.
interesting. Yeah, I've never even heard of it, so this is all new to me. So
Yeah, it was new
I'm
to me
not
this week.
promoting it.
Oh,
I'm not saying you should get it. I'm saying I was just curious. You brought it up, and I thought it looked kind of cool, and we could talk about it tonight and see what you guys thought.
yeah,
Again, it's been
Hey,
on YouTube for probably 2 years.
2 years.
The
Wow.
original version.
Hmm.
But
yeah.
The only person that's going to see 8K footage is probably like Bill Gates or somebody. You know, it's like
You
with
can
the
see
price.
it at home.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
just like
I think there are certain companies that will use 8K on YouTube, but you and I cannot do it.
I'm drone curious.
Yeah.
You'll never see it.
Here's the thing. I know that you say that, but we kind of said the same thing when we were younger. As technology got better, look at what Bill Gates said about RAM. How much RAM? What
Mm.
could a computer need more RAM for? I think that as things progress, eventually 8K will be the standard, and
yes.
then that will be. But it's not right now. Nobody's really
No.
prepared for it. It's a special thing, but it will move in that direction.
It will.
It won't go
Agreed.
backwards.
Agreed.
It'll move forward.
And if you've got a decent TV set, that'll play 4K 60, then great. You're doing the best you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4K is like you can't really see pixels at
I
a
I
certain inch. It's like so. Yeah.
I do shoot rock shows sometime though with a GoPro with a 5.3K 30 frames per second. That's pretty smooth too.
I love my GoPro.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. By the way, David, while you were gone, you won the coffee mug.
I did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Oh my! Oh shoot! I slipped out here. I'll donate
No,
it to
you're
Dave Smith. He
disqualified
doesn't
because
have
you
one.
weren't here.
Wait,
You
wait,
weren't
what?
here. You're disqualified.
I'm disqualified.
No.
No, he's
Yeah, we gave it to
donating it.
Dominic.
That's right. Got to be present to win.
No. I
I'll
got a
donate
coffee
it to
mug
Dave.
for you.
He doesn't have one yet.
Who? What?
I'll donate it to Dave Smith.
Oh, your buddy Dave. You want?
Yeah.
I can give it to you when I see you. You can give it to Dave if you want to do
Exactly. Yep.
that. Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds
Great.
good.
All right. Well, we're
Great.
running short on time. So, is there anything anyone else wanted a question or something someone wanted to bring up before we say goodbyes here? Ray, go ahead.
Anybody connected with DJI? I want to complain about the mini extended batteries. They suck. I mean, seriously, they make the drone handle like shit. Just
Which,
to, just to have
drone?
just to have remote ID. I mean, it's ridiculous. 5 more minutes worth of flight time for makes the drone twice as heavy and it flies like crap.
Nice. Nice comment.
Yeah, I would say that would be. I would say maybe post about it in the DJI group or in the group itself
They
and
do
ask
respond there,
if
Ray.
anyone else is.
If you post
yeah.
in the DJI group, they have customer service people that troll it, so you'll get some.
Yes. Ray, what is it?
Also-
A Mini 3 or a Mini 4?
Oh, both of them technically you're supposed to. For some reason, they changed the remote ID.
They
With
have
the,
to legally because if the
with,
drone's over 249 grams, it
Right.
has to broadcast remote ID.
Yeah.
It shouldn't affect the handling. As a matter of fact, I've just charged 2 extended batteries there for my Mini, and I haven't noticed any problems. But
you haven't
I had one of
noticed
the,
the difference between the regular batteries and the heavier batteries?
yeah, they last over 10 minutes longer, and the
You haven't
drone.
noticed the way it flies.
Not at all. It might just be you. Anyway,
Mm.
there's a group called Mini DJI Mini 3 and Mini 3 Pro. You'll see my name on it. There's about 37,000 members in it. If you post in there, I'll let you into the group. And then DJI trolls that group all the time and answers questions.
Yeah, I think I might be in that one too.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I noticed my drone's like, no matter what setting I put it in, cinematic, sport, normal, it's like the back end of that thing wants to fall out of the sky constantly.
No, I haven't noticed that at all. I'm sorry you're experiencing that.
Well,
I
hopefully,
don't
hopefully
like
it
the
gets
way
some
it
support
handles.
in there. Someone will have an answer for you, and I'm sure someone is probably experiencing the same issue. So yeah, we'll go with that. And Bud, you had something you wanted to say before we.
Oh, that was a moment ago, but I forgot.
All right. Well, we're gonna go around. We got a couple minutes left. I'm gonna let Chris go first because he's got to go soon. So, Chris, I'll let you say what you want to say and promote what you want to promote.
Well, Paul, great show. I want to thank you for keeping this show going and letting the community you know just post everything. I mean, it's just great, and that's why I gave you the Sunday Spectacular tonight. I wanted to showcase your work, and to everybody else, just keep posting your pics in the group. I mean, we love it all, and you know so I'll see you guys next week.
Thanks,
Make
Chris.
sure, Chris.
Appreciate it. And Ron Johnson said he loves your background, by the way.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh, thank
I
you. That's
remember that one, Chris.
that's the water fire
I
in
remember
Providence,
that
Rhode
one.
Island.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Hmm.
All right, Chris. Have a great week, brother. Appreciate it. Wow, this is weird. I sent the co-host to the back room. That's so weird. All right, we're gonna go with David.
All right. Well, I'm back from, as you can see, beautiful California. I was there a week on business, but I was also in Mexican border town of Mexicali. It was, needless to say, hot and crappy, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah, Paul, usual, great show. Glad to be back. So glad to be back here. Did some great flying out in California. Had a good time. Chris, super job on the on this week's edition, and look forward to keeping that going a little bit more. I'll get more stuff posted in the corner for you, and we'll go from there. But all in all, good to be back, and good to see you guys and everyone. So keep up there, fly high, fly strong.
All right,
Yep.
Dave. Thanks a lot, brother. Have a great week.
Be good.
And Ray.
Oh no, I hate this spot. um, great show as always, Paul. Chris, awesome job on the video, the community corner, and the Sunday Spectacular. That was very great. Good tribute, and keep flying, guys.
All right, Ray. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you had a great weekend. You said you were with your son because last weekend before school, right?
Right.
Yeah, same here, man. I hate the school year. I love it. I mean, kid get the education, but man, I hate getting up early in the morning or school, man. I feel like that was so high school. All right, brother. Have a great week.
Thank you. You too.
Yep. And Bud.
Getting up early in the morning, try working at a golf course. Anyway, Jeff, so cool talking to you. You're a cool dude, man. I
Thank
love
you.
your attitude. I love what you do. And you're a computer geek, so what can I say? Anyway, Paul, thanks again for a great show. Chris, thanks for whatever you call it now. Um, I'm under a heat advisory, so I'm not flying for a couple days, but y'all fly safe. Y'all have a great time. Thanks
Yeah.
again, Paul.
Thanks, Bud. And you know what? I'd never do any good at a golf course because I would get fired after about the third person I sent to the ninth hole at 9.
You know what? You're good at our course.
Oh, and you don't want to miss the show next. Oh well, sorry, I forgot to mention we're not going to have a show next week because it's was a Memorial Day weekend, right?
Right.
Labor Day. Sorry, Labor Day weekend. So everybody's going to be busy on the weekend. I am too. So we're not going to have a show next week. But the following week, I got something planned for you. We're going to love it. So you got to make sure you show up for the show. Yeah.
For me?
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to work on something for you.
All right, sounds good. You might not like me so much after I do it, but it's going to be hilarious.
I don't give a shit. You've got me in a chair falling down.
All right, bud. Have a great week, brother.
All right. Thanks again, Paul. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Oh, sorry, I cut him off right at the end. Yeah. Hey, Jeff, you're the last person up. We'll let you go. And we've
Just
had
wanna know if
everybody's probably already subscribed to you.
Any
so-
Star Trek fans out there? Because I learned you can do this with a black screen and say, "We are the Borg. You will surrender your ship." I know it's a bit nerdy, but
Yeah. You know what's funny though? The audio didn't work properly there, so we didn't hear it the way it was supposed to be. But it's all good. It's all good. So, did you want to promote anything? You can hear it better now. Yeah.
yeah, I had it on the. I heard it well. Anyway, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you for all that you do for the drone community, for your local community and your family. You are a good man. For those people that don't know him, this is a good man who puts in a lot of time for others and has a very good heart. And he helps further the community in many ways, the drone community. And please come to this channel. Please subscribe to him. and get creative and keep stretching your artistic talents.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it so much. I enjoyed having you on the show. It's always awesome to have you. Me here every week, but it's nice to talk to you and find out what you've been up to this last year since you've been on. And it's going to be fun. Maybe we'll find a way to get you involved in my little bud plan. I'll talk to you about it after what I got going on. But it's going to be funny, and I might be able to use some help. So
Okay.
I'll talk to you privately about it. Have a great week, Jeff. Thank you so
You
much
too.
for being here. Hey, Dominic.
It's me. Yes. I just want to say thank you to everybody as well. Awesome show. Jeff is a national treasure.
Yeah, I like that wall behind you. By the way, sometimes it almost looks like you got a virtual background.
Must take a photo of it then.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. It's been a very stressful, busy week. I always enjoy the wind down on Sunday. Just remember, if you suffer from mental health issues, depression, anything, reach out and get help. Reach out to your friends and family. If you can't reach out there, reach out to your local community. If you can't find help there, reach out further. You can reach out to Police Dial 988 if you need help. Just don't do it alone. I appreciate everyone being here this week. And again, we're not going to have a show next week, so hopefully everybody enjoys their weekend. And I don't know, maybe I'm going to be working on a video soon. We'll figure that out, though. And you know what I didn't do? I have to replace it here. I forgot to put the stream outro video. Oh, don't tell me I forgot the stream outro video. All right, you know what? I have an idea. Give me 1 second. I am going to... I'm actually going to share my screen and play the outro that way because I forgot to upload it to the... See, I told you I had a busy week. I just got the studio set up, and I think I'm just going to play it here, but I'm going to have to adjust the audio because if I don't... There we go. All right, share screen. I'm going to share my audio. Share. There we go. Sorry about this, everyone.
It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air. Oh, get inside. If the weather's fine and you got the time, your chance to win. Trap, money, penny. This shit got me in my feelings. Gotta be real with it. Yeah. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always, KB. Do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside me. Cause I want you, and I need you. And I'm down for you always. But the new me is really still the real me. I swear you gotta feel me before they try and kill me.
48 hours later.
So tonight's joke comes courtesy of Jeff Norman. So Dominic, why can't you tell when the pterodactyl's going to the bathroom? Because the P is silent.
Oh no.
I'm getting beat up after this show.